Good afternoon. It is the Link Show. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Dougal, and here is Rhoda.
Welcome to the Link Show, everybody. What a fabulous day.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful to have you with us. And today we talk all things Northlink as we do on the Link Show, which has been absolutely fabulous. And I tell you what, it has been such a joy, such a privilege just to highlight some of the amazing things and talking to the various experts at Northlink. And today with the Link Show, we're doing exactly that.
Exactly that. And first, we'd like to apologize for running a teeny bit late. But you know, with the load shedding, it's been a nightmare. So having to run and set up everything with load shedding, it is a real little nightmare.
But here we are, there you are, of course. And as you know, it's an interactive show, and we look forward to your questions and comments that you have. Now, for today on the Link Show, and let me just sort of recap on what we have done so far. In the previous episodes, you know, we've spoken to experts in the field, and really we've seen so many different facets of really an outstanding institution, which is Northlink. And today, our attention moves to something. Do I say tasty? Do I say exciting? Do I say visually just so pleasing? It is just brilliant because we're going to be talking all about Encore Restaurant and conference facility that forms part of Northlink. Now, firstly, because we've been there, and I've been there on more than one occasion. So let me just put this up to you right now, because this is situated basically in the northern suburbs of Cape Town. That's where it is. But more importantly, you've got mind-blowing views. I'm talking about outstanding views.
Fabulous.
From Table Mountain, the city, the Atlantic seaboard. What a view. Now imagine having the most tastiest, amazing, delish plate of food. You're having amazing dishes with that kind of scenery. Just imagine, you know what I mean? It's just that one step closer to heaven. So firstly, then there's that, and the service is fantastic, absolutely outstanding. The food, immense, like I've just said. And then there's the conference facility as well, Rhoda.
That's right, there's a conference facility as well. And we'll be hearing about that as well, and how many conference centers actually have, you know what? And I actually personally think that this is a jewel within Cape Town that a lot of people aren't aware of, Dougal. And you know, that's why I'm excited actually to have the show today, to showcase them.
Yeah.
Showcase Encore.
And it certainly is. And when you think about it, it is right there on Northlink College. So people who study hospitality and all of that, I mean, you know, what an exciting way for you to just to, you know, it is all there. And this is really what it's about. It is all there. So let's get straight stuck into it, because this is what the Link Show is about. We're super excited about this one as always. And we'll be talking to the wonderful folk who is all part of Encore Restaurant and Conference Facility. So to talk to us today, we're talking to Ursula and Catherine, who will be joining us. So ladies, thank you very much for your time. Welcome to the Link Show. How are you doing?
Hello, Dougal, Rhoda. How are you?
No, absolutely
good.
Wonderful. So good to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. Absolutely brilliant. So in the intro here, Rhoda and I tried our best to sort of say what Encore is all about. We know it's a restaurant. We know a conference facility as well, but I'm sure it's a lot more than that. Do you mind just giving us an overview on what it is all about?
Sure, of course. Well, firstly, welcome to all our viewers. Like Dougal explained, Encore Restaurant and Conference Center, we are actually part of Northlink when it comes to our hotel school here at the Tigerberg campus. We're the training facility for our hospitality students. So all our staff here are students. We don't have any pre-qualified permanent staff except for myself and Catherine and another colleague of ours that unfortunately can't make it today. And we do training here as well, Dougal. We're just not here for functions and conferences, but in that way, we also teach our students and learners here basic skills of hospitality and catering. Yeah. So with that, we have amounts and amounts of students running through our doors in a year. And we are here to give them some background and teach them basic skills of what can be expected of them when they go into the real world. So Chef will also comment, we basically have two legs running in a front of house section as well as a back of house section.
Yes.
So we train our students to apply management skills as well as work skills for front of house. And then, like you say, the tasty yumminess cooking skills.
So it is really it is really a place within Northlink College that really takes you to the forefront of what the industry is. That is, I mean, apart from being an amazing facility just by itself, but then of course you've got all these the young people who are learning, assuming they are young, of course, the students that is part of this. This really takes them into what it is like being involved with a function, with a conference, just operating of restaurants.
Exactly.
So this is really, I mean, this is as real as it gets.
It's as real as it gets, Hugo. The whole idea, I think, behind having Encore as this training facility is that whatever they are learning in class, basically theoretically, is to come up to us and get the practical exposure behind it all. So they get to practice and do what they physically, read and learn in the books.
Yeah.
So up here, they have the opportunity to actually learn all the work skills you need for hospitality, from reception skills to food and beverage skills, cooking skills, like I mentioned before, conference setups, customer care, you name it. The list is endless.
Yeah, definitely sounds that way.
Just a quick one, Ursula. I know the two of us spoke off-site, but I do believe there is a competition. So I just want our viewers to listen very carefully to all the questions and answers. Could you tell us more about the competition?
Yes, Rhoda, today for the competition and things, we would like to just obviously for exposure and for someone to come and enjoy a complimentary dining experience with us, we have a voucher to the value of 400 Rand available, which whoever the winner is can come and enjoy any event with us. We, like I said, we're open to the public and things like that as well for breakfast events, dinners. We have our famous comedy nights, our curry evenings. We've got themed events, sundowners.
Sunday lunch.
Yeah, anything that hits mine, Catherine's fancy, what we feel like doing, we put it out there, and then they can come and use that voucher with us today if they take part of the competition and if they get the answer correct at the end of the session.
All right. So just so there'll be a question that you're going to be asking, and then they'll get in touch, and the right question answer gets.
Yes, I can. The question that I was thinking of having asked is that the first correct person that can tell us how many conference centers we have, they might just be the lucky winner.
That's why I said they need to listen carefully.
I will not be asking you how many conference centers there are.
Because we want that voucher.
The Encore Restaurant and Conference Center, like I said, we're running on two sections. We've got a fully operational restaurant at our bottom floor, which we hire out to private groups, companies, and then obviously the public and private events. We can do any event you can think of. We do weddings, birthday events, year-end events, baby showers, kitchen teas, whatever people's needs are, we try and accommodate them as best we can. Yeah. And then on our upper floor, we have actually 3 conference centers that we can hire out for your conference meetings. That's more target market in our corporate areas and our corporate companies, so they can use our facilities for workshops, team buildings, meetings, strat plans.
The whole
We're fully
thing.
equipped for that as well.
So, Ursula, just to ask you this as well, just to give a sort of an overview. So you speak of you spoke of an upper level now. So you got the restaurant on the ground, and then there's the next
floor,
level.
yes.
So in terms of just taking COVID restrictions away from it. So before there's limitations to public gatherings and all of that. How big is the restaurant in itself? How many packs are we looking at? How many seats? How many diners at the capacity? And the same in terms of the conference facility. I mean, how many? You mentioned the rooms. You mentioned. What are we looking at? Just sort of paint us the picture.
Well, yeah, okay. Like you mentioned, prior COVID, the restaurant is quite a small, intimate venue. We can take about 80 to 90 people at a time. And then also having space for some dancing. We have a bar area where the people can enjoy some beverages. I would say 80 to 90 seats in the restaurant. And then in the conference centers, anything between 10 to about 120.
Okay. So so you're looking. This is a very sizable facility.
That's right.
That is what it is. It is really great. And yes, you've already said. So this is definitely available for private functions. Weddings, you've had weddings? You mentioned weddings there.
Yes, we do a lot of weddings, especially when you're looking at your small intimate weddings. Like I said, unfortunately, the restaurant can only do about 80 to 90 people. We're not a massive banquet hall that can do the 200 seaters. I wish I could, but I can't. So yeah, we actually use our main conference facility for wedding ceremonies. People can use it for wedding ceremonies, and then they're gonna have in the same venue their reception, just going down a flight of stairs. So everything is in one place, easy accessible. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, no, that sounds exciting. And I must say, on the thing is why I think venues it will be a bit popular. It's just the view.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love the view.
I mean, apart from the products and the service you're going to get there, which is truly outstanding. I mean, it's really sophisticated, upmarket, and everything. The view is just, I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm a bit jealous of you people because I know where you are.
Yes, it's a pity you guys couldn't join us today, but with the load shedding, like you say, we only could cater and do things as far for today. I actually have a conference group running in the background, so if you do hear some guest noises and voices in the background, that's where it's coming from.
So just listen to you guys. So your service market, your target market is very broad. Am I correct? Like I'm just listening to everything there. So could we kind of just list them exactly, like so the public and everybody else can know exactly who your target market is?
Yes, Rhoda, I would say because of the 3 conference centers that we have, I think mostly our target market is corporate. So we have, we mostly try and reach out to the big companies for their conferences and things like that. And when those conference people or corporate companies come in, that's where Suzanne maybe in the group is like, oh, this is a nice venue. Can I have my 21st year or can I have my 30th year? And then we sort of what's the word I'm looking for? We stretch out on that, and then we get our private event functions in according to that. We are open to the public, but only unfortunately when we have our what we call special events. We're not an a la carte restaurant like Spur or the Kelder or Drosse, things like that. So we're not a walk-in restaurant. So people can't unfortunately just come in and, come have breakfast and things like that unless we are running a special for the month or the week or on a Saturday morning, things like that.
Yeah.
So in order for the public to be aware of that, as you said, it's only obviously when you have these special events, you need to be on your website to go and have a look and see when these events are happening.
Yes, we advertise on the website. We have a brand new one launching now at the end of the month. Wow. We have a notification message board outside. It's on our Facebook page. But the best way to actually reach us or get in contact with us if you want to know about our special events is to give us an email address and we add you to our database. So the minute we send out, coming up comedy night, whichever date, if you're on our database, you will get the email notification on your phone immediately, and you don't even have to go on the website and things. I will tell you when you need to come.
That sounds good.
Basically, so yeah. That sounds so cool. When you can join us for some fun.
And I must be honest, because those events that you do have is very, very well attended. I've been lucky enough to be at 1 or 2, so they are very well attended, which speaks to obviously the quality of everything that you are presenting and the service that is it. So that's a big feather in the cap, I must say. And I'm just saying that from a bit of an outsider. Not that we're having this conversation as well. But now let's delve into it a little bit because. The restaurant's been operating since the existence of Northlink College. Am I assuming right there?
Yeah, I would say that from 2000, 2001 onwards. And then 2003, when we merged, when Northlink College actually became Northlink College, we were already full-blown training facility, taking our students from those previous years in. And we've been running as a training facility ever since 2003. Yeah.
And both of you, Catherine, you both and Ursula have been involved since that time.
No.
Ursula was here a bit before me, not by much.
I started. I finished my studies in 2003, and I started working here in 2004.
I started in 2009, I think. Nine, yeah.
So it's not quite
it's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
It's not a photo finish.
No.
It's not a photo finish.
So ladies, obviously now, I mean, this is a topic everybody's really talking about is COVID. And obviously you're servicing the market that you're marketing right now, or servicing the market at this point. COVID-19, the protocol, how do you guys deal with the protocol, obviously, with, the COVID-19? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, we can hear you.
Okay.
COVID-19 protocols, we had to make very hectic,
Drastic changes.
drastic changes. That's what I'm looking for. We had to cut down on numbers, spacing out of our setups and things like that. It's been quite hectic, but now that we're sort of in the groove of it, I want to say, and we know exactly how many people we can take at a time, what is allowed, what is not allowed. It's actually become quite easy. And we are extremely strict on our social distancing. Normally, I'm a very close person. I'm sitting very far away from Chef now. But unfortunately, our guests in the restaurant have to sit like this now as well. But we try and make it work. And we always make sure that, with our occupational health and safety meetings, that, every information we get is carried over. Our staff go through intense COVID-19 protocol training almost on a monthly basis. And we make sure that our PPE and things are in place. Certificate-wise, we try and make sure that everything's in place should anybody ask for it. The venue and things are regularly, fogged and sanitized and deep cleaned. And so we try and keep it as safe as possible for anybody that come and visit us, as well as for our staff as well.
You know what? And it's just one of those questions. I mean, a person can safely assume that, yes, social distance is maintained, sanitizers provided, you get screened before you come in, and everything in terms of the kitchen, the service, and all of that. But I mean, we're just asking, because everybody is a bit, we're all still very, given we're still pretty much in the throes of all of it.
Throes of it, yes.
Yeah. So and I mean, obviously the people that attend the facilities as well, they are very well aware of it. I want to just ask you a little bit of a curveball, and I just want to ask you this question, and do apologize for it ahead of time, but it is to do with the students that are studying at Northlink, because they're watching this right now and they going, wait a minute. So there's a restaurant and a conference facility. How does it work? Is it mandatory for students who are studying relevant courses in line with that to sort of come there for a week or two or a month or 5 to learn the ropes? And what if other students are from other faculties? Could they also come and have a sneak peek and just sort of be exposed to something as well?
Yes, of course. No, when it comes to the mandatory attendance, that is for our N6 students. So basically, they will do theory for N4 and N5 with a little bit of background in hospitality. And then when they come to N6, that is when they actually come up on a weekly basis. They are taking groups. Then they come up, one group per day for like 6 weeks on end, sort of about 6 weeks so. And then they come and do practical. They will come in, we will explain to them exactly what's happening for the day, and based on the function and something what we have on, we try and then build our training module around that for the day. So whether it's conference setup or conference service or doing a 2-course lunch, so that training is mandatory to do for our N6 hospitality students. Our students from other departments, they're more than welcome to come and take a sneak peek. We've had a few years back, prior COVID, obviously. I can actually say that, especially our tourism department as well, their students will come up for a day or two, and we will then just do basic skills training with them. We won't go as in depth as what we would do with hospitality students, but the other departments are more than welcome to join in.
Okay. So because I'm thinking to myself that's that whole triple threat, isn't it? I mean, you're looking at restaurant, you're looking at you've got the training facility, you've got the conference centers, of which there's 3. Wow. It's all there. So it's just brilliant, and I love that sort of practical exposure with the training. Now, Chef, how do you jump into part of the training?
As Ursula's already said, it is full-on training. They are students. We do have live, real customers here. It is not somebody that's volunteered to come. As mentioned earlier, we do actually have customers on site today. The food that's prepared is prepared on site and live for the customers to enjoy. And at the end of the day, they're actually provided with a bill to pay for it.
And let me ask you this, Chef. Do you, I mean, because there's always this talk of, having, I mean, as far as possible, I'm sure every chef does that. And I would safely assume that as well. Everybody likes to do seasonal ingredients. But now if there's a conference facility, say, we would like to have a little bit of a lunch. You obviously give them a sort of, these are maybe seasonal things, or these are the menus, the options. But, sometimes they would obviously request maybe something that you now have to go and get in order for them to do. Like, let's say, you might get a request or two. And then obviously whoever is helping you, they get this. I mean, we're talking now, you in the throes of it. This is not practice. This is happening.
It's not pretend, no.
No, we don't pretend. It's not just simulations and demonstrations. It's real life.
People requesting things that is not on the menu happen.
Yeah, it happens often.
Say on a daily basis.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Obviously, yes, it's customers, so you just need to say, certainly not a problem.
Unfortunately. And I think that is the best exposure and training that you can actually give a student. I mean, I'm coming from the hospitality sector myself. I also train the exact same thing I'm training the kids on today. And you walk in there, you might have never in your life made a muffin, and yet you walk in and then we start, okay, right, this is your recipe. This is what you need to do step for step. And it's constant, it's every day. And we practice that with you. We make you make it until you get it.
Yeah.
And until I'm confident enough that you know how.
I'm actually very impressed, because you know what? This is always the issue when you're studying. There's always not that opportunity necessarily to actually have the facility like you have at Northlink, where you can actually have full-on training, because this is like the real, just listening to you guys. It's like, you're actually you're in there, you're having to make this happen at the end of the day. It's not a training course, it's not a test, I need to work.
Yeah.
So, and I'm loving that, because automatically you're setting them up for work, you're setting them up for life with real life experiences.
Yeah.
I'm simply loving that.
And also another way, just from where I'm sitting, another way to look at it, and this is important as well for prospective students, mom and dad, having a look at this. This training is in line with industry standards.
Oh, yes.
And that is that a safe assumption, Chef and Ursula?
Definitely. We obviously we because we have so many students and things, we need to get through the course and get the practical modules ticked off and marked off and just logbooks. It's kind of stressful sometimes, and you sort of go on your knees and shoot up a prayer and say, okay, well, let's do this. I've got so many weeks to work from module 1 to module 10, and because we know what the industry needs and where the lacking skills is, we try and focus more on that than some other things. For example, if we know that simple example, if we know cocktails are the in thing for the summer, we will try and make sure bar service training wise that we focus more on that than the making of tea, for example. Same with the kitchen, with chef in the kitchen. We'll look at menus. We'll always go out and see what's trending, what type of food, cuisines and things like that. And we try and focus and build the training around that, so that when you do leave Encore and you go out into the real world, that when people talk about something, that the student actually replies and goes, I know exactly what that person is talking about.
Yeah.
So that is the main aim at the end of the day.
That does sound exciting. Let me ask you this. How long is the training? I mean, when we look at a course, there's somebody who's studying there, and then there's this training as well. How long is all of this?
Your N4 to N6 certificate completion is 18 months, Dugald. Within your 6 months of doing your N6, you have about 4-week training at Encore. But not just at Encore. Sorry, I have to throw this in quickly for you. We actually have two more other departments in the hotel school that actually also cover student training, and that is our main cafeteria at the campus and then our hotel stock store. So in that 4 weeks, you will basically rotate between my building and the main campus building. After the N6 is completed and you've passed, we actually then, with our work integrated learning office, WIL for short, we actually sit down and we apply for funding to do internships. So that is where you then actually do your in-service training for 18 months. So I would say in total, you're looking at 36 months for the entire course. So it's basically 18 months theory, classwork, and 18 months practical.
Okay, so yeah, that sounds...
That's not bad.
That sounds lekker.
I just want to jump back quick. And I think this is obviously for the corporates out there, the people that want private events, those type of stuff. I just want to find out the menu. I know Dougal touched on that. So you have set menus you must choose from?
Yes.
Okay. And
We
then
actually, we're quite flexible with menus.
Okay.
We have, on our basic packages, you can either do snack platters, or which we call a standing finger function, finger lunch or finger dinner function. We offer buffets and we offer set menus. Here you'll see just a few examples of the type of things that we do, but we are very flexible because we train in all aspects. If people want to change any menus or do something totally different, I mean, if it's within our ball game or in our practice and things, we can do that. So yeah, but the basic menus that we do offer is set menus. That's up to you whether it's 2 or 3 course. Same with our buffets, and then your snack finger foods.
Oh, I'm just looking at that food. It's looking so
Yeah,
yummy.
yeah, that was that was good. Angela, so let me ask you this question. Rhoda's got
I just
another-
wanted to say something quickly, just for the viewers out there. Sorry, Dougal. Guys, if you're wanting to win this competition, you need to WhatsApp the answer to 084 956 7441. So please WhatsApp the answer. And the question was, how many conference centers are there at the core? Restaurant, conference center and training center. I'll repeat the number, 084 956 7441. WhatsApp, quickly.
Yeah, we'll just WhatsApp that answer though, of course. So how many conference centers, what was the question?
How many conference centers are there at the core?
At Encore.
Conference
Angela, that was the question, yes?
Yes,
Yes.
correct. How many conference centers do we have?
How many conference
Can
centers
I
they have? Yeah, all right. We have said the answer, but don't worry if you didn't get it, we're gonna make sure you get it as well. And that number that Rhoda gave, of course, you WhatsApp that answer to 084 956 7441. As easy as that. So there's so many we want to talk about. And also, of course, I want to still ask you, how do companies, how would organizations, or anybody who's interested in having a little gathering, a function, how would they get in touch with you?
Dougal, they can call us directly at the restaurant on our telephone number. It's 021 524 2236. They can reach us on our webpage, which is www.encore.co.za. And then they can also reach us via our Facebook page. They can just search for Encore Restaurant and Conference Center, and they'll find it there.
Okay, so as easy as that. Let me ask you this. Where would you see, and what would you project the vision for Encore for the future?
Oh, that is quite a question. Well, from my side, I would say our main vision is to actually be one of the go-to training facilities when it comes to in-service training. And at the end of the day, be so up to date with technology, skills, the latest trends, and just keep up with industry. I would say vision-wise, that is my dream or goal, is to have everybody that actually comes through our doors, walk away with a full set of skills and knowledge, and for them to go and build their careers the same like me and Chef did.
Yeah, that does sound exciting, and we're certainly crossing fingers and wishing you all the best with that, which is just brilliant.
Just a quick one. I wanted to go back to the food there. So, Chef, Can you introduce us to some of the platters and explain the food, what it entails, ingredients, and so forth? I see there's some food that was on the table. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is some of the things that were prepared today, but Chef can run through it. She's closest to it at the moment.
We can see all of
You can
that.
see all of that.
I'll start nearest your camera.
Okay.
Nice.
As a cucumber.
Chicken wings here.
Oh, chicken wings.
Sesame seeds, spring onions.
Uh-huh.
All our produce is bought in fresh and then made. We don't buy in pre-packaged,
pre-crumbed and
items.
yeah.
These are some calamari strips which have been crumbed and deep fried.
Okay.
Over here, onion bhajis, also fresh onion, nice and spicy, saffron flour. We do actually cater quite extensively for the vegetarian market. There's also some nice, quick sauteed seared vegetable kebabs over here. This is a quick pasta dish we put together. It's got vegetables in it, some pesto in it. We'll top it with a bit of black pepper for you. There you go. And for the meat eaters this side, there's quite a lot of meat items on our menus as far as the snacks is concerned, as well as our set menus and buffets is concerned.
Wow.
I mean, imagine if you will, a whole roast sirloin lying in a herby marinade for 24 hours, and then carved, then served with a nice pan juices with it.
Yeah, so that is what people look forward to. So now, when you have these menus, I mean, this is basically you will have bits of that, and of course the options. Now, Chef, when you said you heavily cater to a vegetarian market as well, so because there is a big demand, and I also suppose just from outside, it's just the observation thing. I mean, 10 years ago, I might have known one vegan.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in my personal circle. Right now, I can point anywhere, and in my personal circle, I know at least 200. But then again, I know a lot of people. So, the point is, and the question is, and I don't want to say it's a trend, you know, because as society develops, as things we acquire new taste and trends, maybe to an extent. Then obviously it is important for industry and like yourselves, of course, to lead the way. And you're certainly doing it there with some vegetarian items as well.
Yes, no, definitely. Myself and Chef, that is, I think, the most important thing that we normally look at with any event or any customer coming in is dietary requirements. So if we have diabetics, vegans, vegetarians, allergies, you know, whether it's salt, nuts, iodine, whatever, we always go out of our way to cater for that person or individual as best as we can. So I feel sometimes, especially with functions where you have one person choosing a menu for 80 people, it can become quite challenging. And I find that the people that has dietary requirements, they actually feel a bit left out at the end of the day because, you know, unfortunately, they only allowed certain things, you know, whether it's for dietary requirements or even religion requirements medical reasons, whichever way. We are so flexible and we are open to any suggestions, and we will make sure those meals go out as well with the you know, over and above the menu that was chosen for the day. So anybody with any allergies or they're welcome. We will make sure you get the correct stuff.
Yeah, you absolutely have what
so
it is.
Important.
And it is also important when you go to a place, you got to say, look, you know, this is my requirements. Now, let me ask you this. This is really my final question because, and let me just say, I mean, Encore Restaurant, absolutely brilliant training facility, conference center. They've got 3 conference centers as well. You just got to, you got to go check it out whenever you have an opportunity. And trust me, the views, if you entertaining people from a work function conference facility, the views, you want to show the best of the mother city, you go there quickly. And it's really trendy, upmarket. It's absolutely fantastic. I want to ask you this, and I want to get both of you just to give me your input on that. This is really my final question. I'm done. So to you, Chef Catherine, and as well as to you, Ursula, Parents watching this, students watching this, they go, yes, I want to go study at Northlink because there's Encore. It's another reason why I should go there because it's in the face. What else is there that we could tell prospective students to definitely make Encore their choice? I mean, Northlink their choice.
Northlink.
Yo, that's quite a wide question, Dougal, but I hear where you're coming at. No, students, the Northlink as a TVET itself is so
It's so
big.
large.
It's large.
There's so many.
It's not
facilities.
just if you're going to take hospitality and catering, which we integrate with like I said in the beginning with the hotel school itself, the industry to study this course is you're going to win all the way. As you're studying, you will actually realize where your passion is. Are you a front of house person like myself? Are you a back of house person like Catherine that wants to be a chef? Or do you want to be in the front, in the public, welcoming your guests? So then you're looking at so many fields and so many legs. You're looking at accommodation, housekeeping, food and beverage. Oh, the list is endless. And I would say for any student that wants to do hospitality, you're going to get a full round exposure coming to Northlink. Over and above excellent lecturers and things we have, the courses and the modules and the subjects that we cover is so extensive, as well as the training, because at the end of the day, the what we call outputs in your theory is what we need to create and make you practice and teach you up here physically. So once everything is over and done, you should be well-rounded. You should be ready for industry. Not I wouldn't say in a management level, right? Right immediately. But I would say starting off and climbing the steps from there. I think this is a very, very good foundation.
Yeah,
yes.
I like that.
After you finish your 18 months internship, you'll be front of house and back of house. By that stage, you will know definitely where your passion lies.
Yeah.
You will definitely be able to earmark a career and a job after this, instead of now trying to find your feet and work at what you do with our clients.
Yes,
so effectively, you should be at least 18 months ahead of your, shall we call them compatriots that have not been through Northlink College on restaurant.
Yeah.
That is so excellent, because that's exactly it. Because because it's so broad, I'm just listening to you, front end, kitchen, there's all these different facets to that. Obviously, you need to find yourself, because if you're wanting to be more in the event side, obviously the decor and things like that, if you want to be the chef, or, wow, it does make sense. It really does make sense.
You know what, and I do apologize for asking you that question, but it is important because you two are industry professionals. You are a chef. You are a restaurant manager. Those are your qualifications, and it is important to get that perspective, because you're on the doorstep, and obviously feeding in the students, people who are studying that sort of field, and there they have the career professionals taking you by the hand. It could not be easier. I tell you what, could not be easier or better. But I promise you that was the last question.
No, chat away.
Shame, I know we can't keep you guys too long, because I know you got a conference happening as well at the moment.
But that is basically it from me. So, ladies, any final questions? Any final comments from your side?
No, we're great.
Just to say thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity. We were all very nervous about it. And I said, Catherine, we've been in the industry so long, and I think the minute we're going to start talking Dougal, and they're going to struggle to get us quiet. So
we did.
Thank you so much.
We definitely did.
No, we absolutely did. But I must tell you, we're waiting for the nerves to kick in, and it's still not. You actually have a delayed response there.
Well done, ladies, and keep up the good work.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Rhoda. Thank you,
Absolutely brilliant. So there we had Chef Catherine Line, of course, head chef there at Encore Restaurant and Conference Centre. Also joining us there was Ursula von Willing. And I tell you what, the two of them are absolutely fantastic. But now you can't forget the question, because we're going to go back to Ursula just to ask that question one more time. We can ask a question. How many conference facilities does Encore Restaurant and Conference Center have? We did say the answer
Oh, yeah.
several times.
Several times.
I'll give you a clue. I know I said it 3 times.
Yeah, you did.
So what you got to do is WhatsApp that answer 084 956 7441. And they've got amazing nights. They've got like curry evenings.
Oh, yeah.
They've got, she said, it's got comedy nights. They've got amazing nights there as well.
Yeah.
You WhatsApp that answer to 084 956 7441. That's where you WhatsApp the answer to.
And
400 Rand.
I was just going to tell you, Dougal, it's 400 Rand meal voucher, I do believe.
Yeah.
So go in and experience it. WhatsApp the answer and go and have a meal at 400
Did we give a clue?
Yes, you did, Dougal.
Once, twice.
No, you
Do I need to do it 3 times?
You did it 3 times. Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. People will be sending that answer.
Yeah.
That's that simple.
That's right. Could we just again the contact details if you want to get hold of Encore Restaurant Conference and Training Center? It's on our screen there. It's 021 524 2236. And if you're wanting to email them, you can email them on encore@northlink.co.za. And then obviously remember as well, if you're wanting to be contacted regarding when they have these special events, you know what? Get hold of them, drop them an email, and they can put you on the list of emails and then just email you when they have functions.
Yeah, that's absolutely fabulous. And let's not forget, I mean, this is set in the heart of Northlink College. So people who are studying in those respective fields, they have on campus something that deals with real paying customers in the belly of the beast. And I mean, you get to see what the industry is all about. This adds so much to making Northlink as your tertiary choice.
So true, Dougal.
It really does. And it is absolutely an amazing venue as well. So definitely check it out. Get in contact with him. You got the details there. And don't forget that fabulous competition, 400 Rand. You win that. You can go experience it for all yourself and know we weren't just talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So once again, thank you to our guests for being with us, to Ursula as well as to Chef Catherine, and for you for watching The Link Show. We've got one more episode with The Link Show coming as well in just a few days, few weeks, 25th of November. You don't want to miss that. That is going to be brilliant. We're looking forward to that one already. And of course, we discuss more wonderful things all related to Northlink. So that is it from Rhoda and myself, Dougal, here on The Link Show. Until next time, look after yourself. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.